All right. And we are ready. Awesome. Okay. Let me just inform the Discord people, any of random one. Okay, let me just alert the peeps. Welcome back to the stream. Today we are going to be finishing up the illustration for the interior of the ice cream shop. So what we need to do now is to draw out the ice cream shop owner, tiny kid trying to make his ice cream choices, and then I think we just need to, just after that point, we'll just start rendering everything out. Yeah. That sounds good idea. What? Ooh, there we go. There's the layers. I just need to open up my reference image for the guy. I should be able to get started. Hello! Wow! You're here. It's been forever since you caught a stream. Where did I put it? Where's the old man? I think it's an ice cream shop. It'd be good. Hopefully that didn't switch over. I feel like that switched over. Nope, it didn't. Fantastic. It'd be good. I did a good amount of errands today. Very happy about that. Yeah, we haven't been able to do our... You were asleep. The last one was only partly my fault. Okay. So, draw this old man. Not normally on this account for YouTube. I wirelessly connect to another device for more room? Oh, that might be something I need to peruse later. "1% of the time." Well, I guess we have to start somewhere with you taking accountability for why we why we haven't been able to talk on the phone. You've been asleep the last 2 times. Was I somewhat late? Sure. Were you going to miss it anyway because you were sleeping? Also yes. We're both at fault here. Yeah, so anyway, I did some errands today. I went over to the post office so I could send off a gift to Hayden. And then went over to a used bookstore to buy some Christmas presents, and then we went over to Barnes & Noble because I had $20 just sitting in my account waiting to be used. So might as well use it. Hello! Huh. Oh, I'm glad that you guys have been able to join. We are working on finishing the illustration, as the title has as the title claims. Currently, we are finishing sketching out the characters, and once we get that done, I'm gonna clean up the sketches for. It depends on how clean the sketches are. If they're clean enough, I might be able to go based on just of that for the rendering, but I might have to clean it up a bit more than that. That's fair. Christmas can be hard to buy a bunch of stuff for. I I end up making half of my gifts. One, because I really enjoy making gifts for people, and two, it's a nice way to move some of your cost over to your time rather than to your from your wallet. And thank you. I'm quite enjoying how this is turning out so far. I think I need to move up the beard a bit. Will he help the child make his ice cream choice? Probably. Is the child going to get at least 5 samples? Oh, most definitely. A woman lamp? Is it like a hula hoop? Is it like a hula girl with with the ball being on like top of her head and like I like I don't know. My only frame of reference for this would be like that hula dancer that like sat in the car window of car, or was it the plane, and Lilo and Stitch. Mm. Wait, I was it mostly for the gag? I don't quite understand the want for of a woman lamp. I'm you're probably just being deliberately obtuse about this because that's like half of your humor. Woman in a bikini. I feel like I'm not far off from my comparison to the hula dancer from Lilo and Stitch. Oh boy. I see, you're just tormenting your brother. Did I do anything interesting? I mean, I went over to Barnes and Noble today. That was fun. Got to peruse the shelves with my sibling. Be confused at some of there's this trend with books where they don't tell you, like they'll put all of these great reviews from editors and stuff being like, this is the greatest book ever, isn't that great? I'm like, that's great, I don't know what you're about though, so I don't know if I'd actually like you. They're like, look at all these quotes. I'm like, that's great, what's the plot? The more I hear about your brother Corbin, the more I get concerned about his life. I don't know. How do I don't know. I just get concerned about him. Maybe concern's not the right word. Tiny. She might be too tiny. Hold on, let me make her a touch bit bigger. This is the danger of zooming in. You don't realize how tiny you've made your toddler character. There we go. That's a bit better. Uh, I'm glad the Scooby-Doo van was a success. Success. Sorry. I'm glad it was good. It's always great when your projects turn out the way you want them to. Was it, did you do like a cool rendering for it? Or was it mostly you were trying to get the model correct on it? Glad you got a full grade. Gotta get those A's. Your shorts are so long. They're just, I can make them really long cargo shorts. That. Oh, yesterday I watched oh, 2 days. That's a long time. I know printing sometimes can be a little bit iffy just because it can take a while. I had a 3D project in one of my classes. What class was it? 3D modeling and well, there was 2D motion fundamentals, so I think it was 3D motion fundamentals, but we did a lot more of learning in Blender and less animation. It was more about being able to make a 3D model rather than animate a 3D model. Which, that makes sense. If you know how to do a 2D animated thing, then it would be more important to be able to make a 3D modeled object. Yeah, my class was one of the few that like did it in Blender too. I think the other class that was running at the same time was doing it in, was it Cinema 4D? I think it was. Whenever the Adobe version of Maya. Yeah, that could be a bit annoying. I think the other class was using Cinema 4D, the Adobe version of 3D creation. I've not used that program or Maya for animating 3D stuff, so I couldn't tell you how hard it is or any experience with it. Yeah, that's also not helpful. You have to mess around and find out. Trying to get something to work. Yeah, I think partly why Blender is so nice is just since it's free, so many people use it, and because so many people use it, there's a lot of tutorials out there for you to figure things out, which is nice. That is not what I want to do. Please let me simply select one thing. I think it's control. Yeah, it's control. Y'all are speaking a different language. 'Tis just the art class. It's I guess I can't say it's familiar to any game that you've played, Corbin. One, I don't know all of the games you play, and two, it's just a kind of different thing. We didn't even start talking about the niche stuff about it. I think the most niche thing we talked about was rendering. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're finishing up the illustration. I'm currently sketching out the rest of the characters. Also discussing 3D projects that other people have been working on. I don't think much of this is going to be visible, so I don't think I have to draw too much of his hand and arm. Just a little bit. I think I just need to do one more character, and I can refine the sketches and start coloring. Alright. Bevel is my life philosophy. Bevel is very helpful. All you need in your life is cubes and bevel, and you can make anything. What shall this child look like? I guess I could make them a reference to one of my characters from my books. Okay, I can explain who these characters are. So the one who is sitting on the far left in the bar stool, who's like leaning back, that's Lena. She's the main character of this series, and this is one of the places she likes to hang out at. It's a third place for her to just hang out, do homework, and like be around friends. Kid in the middle, she is the granddaughter of the ice cream shop owner. She is very determined to be part of the family business, and she's very serious about her job. Is her apron too long, and does she trip on it? Yes. But that does not matter because she's determined, and that's all she needs in life. The girl working at the register, I don't have a name for most of these characters here, but she's like the gothy teen that works at the ice cream shop, so it's like a very bright place. And then she's like trying to wear as much dark as she can, but her uniform is contrasting with that. And she likes the granddaughter, but it's she does get annoyed occasionally. Like this right here, she's gonna have to clean that up because the kid wouldn't do it right. And then the guy up here to the right, he's the ice cream shop owner, and he's just happy that one of his grandkids is really interested in learning the business. And I feel like he's been running this thing forever. This character right here, it's just a random kid who's like looking to get their ice cream fix. And I think for the other kid, I'm gonna reference one of my other characters. Who should I put there? Maybe I could reference cataloging the clouds. Could be cute. Okay. Where's cataloging? There it is. Which kid should I do? Should I do the cloud obsessed one or the one who's nervous to get random kid? Yes, get your ice cream fix. Should I do the one who's really excited for showing off her cloud book, or the one who's kind of scared about riding a plane? I think don't mind me. Noise is... I have some traditional artwork hidden in my desk. I'll draw one of these kids. I think I'll do the one with the really long hair. Okay. And yes, all of these are my OCs. The story itself is my personal creation. It's called When It Rains. Every 100 years or so, when it rains, puddles turn into portals and creatures emerge from them. My main character, Lena, she wants to get a job, and she runs into a zoologist of the name Payson, and she's like, I can be your intern. I can help you keep things organized. And Payson's like, no, I don't need you in my life. But from a little bit of nepotism, Lena is able to get the job that didn't exist beforehand. And now helps Payson, one, manage the creatures that are coming from these portals. Because one of the odd things is this event's only supposed to happen once every 100 years for one day. But it's been happening more often. It just keeps happening. So Payson, this is the focus of their PhD research. So they're ecstatic. And Lena's here to help them out. Nothing weird's gonna happen. Payson's not gonna manipulate the child. No. Nothing like that. Just pure, simple fun, and Lena learning about the wonders of having work and money and responsibilities. Yes, we are making ice cream. Yeah, I know that what I want to do with this story is I want to try and pitch it somewhere to get it to become a cartoon, which means I need content and places and ideas. And I can't write everything about this story because one of the great things about animation is how much it's a collaboration with people. So I know in order to get the story where I want it to be, I need to collaborate with others to make that happen. But I also need to catch the attention of people in order to, be able to get that kind of attention, to get that collaboration. So we're gonna design some of the areas, and the ice cream shop is somewhat of a plot point in the story, so I wanted to at least design that out myself. Things are such a mess. What is she? Long skirt. Okay. How's everyone's day been going? I haven't asked yet. Hopefully it's been going good. Weather's got cold again where I'm living, so hopefully there will be some snow. Yes, I am familiar with the Hilda books. I absolutely love the TV series. I haven't had a chance to read the books, but I love the show. I found it randomly one day on Netflix, and I'm so glad that I did, because it's such a good story. And it's like one of the. It really just highlights the point on why I get so. Not mad, but like confused when people say that animation's for children or like you shouldn't watch that animated show because that's for kids. But like technically it was designed for kids, but it speaks just as well to adults and it's very cute and wholesome. And adults worked on it, so they have to at least enjoy it somewhat. Yes. I do wonder if they'll do more with it or if the latest season was the last season because it did give me finale vibes, but you never know. Sometimes they surprise you. Okay, um we'll just sit for teeth for now. Just a touch bit more excited. There we go. That's it for characters. Looking pretty good. I think I just need to clean up a couple of things. And I think I can just go from here. I think I did most of that pretty clean. We were talking about Hilda for a little bit there. And also plans I want to do with this story, which you've heard about because I've ranted about When It Rains plenty to you, for you to know the story. Oh, like another thing animated that came out recently, that Inside Out show. That one turned out pretty good actually. I was a little bit concerned because sometimes when you're pushing a you're pushing an IP just for the sake of getting notoriety with it, the story suffers. And I don't like it when that happens. Cuz I I'm really detesting some of the animation that's come out recently just cuz it feels like it's catering towards the IP's notoriety rather than the story that the movie itself is trying to tell, which is really upsetting to me because here you have this opportunity to tell a really great story, and then all you're really concerned about is getting people into the theater, and you don't really care about anything else other than that. I don't know. It feels like you're breaking the trust of the people who came to see your movie, and then to not deliver on what you promised or to like give a subpar result. I'm surprised they've gone away with it for so long. Just surely more people have noticed in recent years that Disney animated stuff has It's not been as story focused as it used to be. Ooh, yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch The Wild Robot yet. I've been working my way through the book. I say working through it. I've like not read it in a hot second, but I have 100 pages left in the book, so I was gonna try and finish that first and then watch the movie. I'm the next time I pick it up, I'll finish it. It's a quick read. I just haven't gotten to it. Why does it feel like the music got really quiet? Because we're listening to Biome Feast, and Biome Feast apparently is very quiet. Alright. Did you want... If I wrote a story and it was getting a show adaptation and it wasn't any good or follow what I wrote, I would pull it. I don't have any qualms about doing that. Fair enough. I've decided to start and finish an animatic in less than 1 day. I wish you the greatest amount of luck. That can be very difficult. I've been working on this animatic for like too long now. I've been working on this my next video, like full-length video, not just streaming. I've been working on that one for months. It feels like months. It's probably only been like a month and a half. I don't know. It's been a bit too long. I'm getting antsy over here. But yeah, I haven't even finished this. Granted, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time for an animatic. If it's less than a minute, still, that takes me a week. Maybe that's just me and my focus, though. You could be great at it. I wish you the best of luck. I sometimes have a hard time focusing for long periods of time. I think the longest time I've managed to pay attention to something was 14 hours. And that was a little bit of a outlier because I had an animation due the next day, and that was the one and only time I've ever pulled an all-nighter, was to finish that animation. And even then, I was working through my first class to try and get it done. Like, my class was doing something fun. They were playing Gartic Phone, and I couldn't join in because I needed to finish the animation. Yeah, actually, I think it was more than 14 hours. I think I was working on that thing for at least 15 and 16 hours. That was, oh my goodness, I've never been so focused in my life, and I strive to reach that level of focus one day again. I don't know what possessed me. I didn't even feel tired. What was that? I watched the Wicked musical film. Not yet. My parents have watched, or at least my mom watched it. I just haven't gone out to go see it. I heard it's good though. It's good. Mine is a little over a minute, and started storyboarding 4 hours ago, and I'm almost ready to actually start drawing. That's good. Storyboarding is probably one of the more time-consuming things. That's why the 5-minute animatic that I've been working on for the Sub 1 Club hasn't been completed. It's because I'm still technically storyboarding half of it. I have like 2 minutes I still need to storyboard. Though I did get some of the lining done because I was talking with a friend and I still wanted to work on the animatic. And I can't do thinking work while talking to my friends, but I can do the just manual labor portion, which is stuff like lining. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to just find someone to talk on the phone with while working on my animatics because, geez, I got so much more done than if I were just doing it on my own. I'm looking at you, Corbin. Alright, just clean this up. Yeah, Sub 1 Club. I need to finish the wildlife series. I watched the first episode and then I start working on the animatic and then I got so caught up with that that I didn't even think about continuing watching, so I need to actually watch the rest of the episodes for it cuz I'm pretty sure they finished it and I didn't watch it live, or live relatively as it came out. So I need to go finish that. I could say I was busy with other things, which is technically true, but most of it was just reading. I was just reading for like, I don't know. How many hours did I get this week? Let's just expose my shame. How how many hours did I spend reading this week? I think that's in the streaming category. Not streaming. Screen. Where's screen time? Come on. I'll find it eventually. I know exactly how my phone works. It's. There we go. Let's go last week. Lovely! I spent 43 hours reading last week. I need to stop. Xavier, if you're still here, I might have missed you leaving. Have a good time doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, the problem is, it's just so enticing and so easy. All I need to do is just pick up my phone and grab the newest thing I'm reading, and then suddenly I've been reading for 3 hours and I have yet to finish getting ready for the day. And then my dad finds me in the closet just idling on I'm picking out my outfit for the day because I got caught up reading. It's it's my two vices in life, cookies and reading. And drawing. But gonna need to pull out some character sheets for the coloring, I think. Maybe I need a way to like instead of soft locking my screen time for reading, maybe I need to like find a way to hard lock it so I can only read for 2 hours a day instead of. I think I only did 2 hours today. That's good. I know I definitely did 8 hours on Saturday. I have other things to do. but it's so easy. Reading. Yeah, I guess it's a better. It's better than most. I will say that. It's not the worst thing I could be doing. It's just the fact that I spend the sheer amount of time doing it that I don't do the other things that I have set out for me to do. That's where the real issue is. Because I have so many other projects I have planned out, and then I don't finish them. It's just my own personal philosophy, getting contrasting opal? Yeah, I think I just part of the problem with freelance stuff is I make my entire schedule and I don't have someone else keeping me accountable for a time, like, how do I external time pressure. I need external time pressure because during college I was so busy. I got so much done, and that was because my time wasn't completely my own. It was easier to do the things I wanted to because if I didn't make time for them, they were never going to happen. Whereas with freelancing, yeah, I have the stuff I need to do, but as long as I get that done, I can do that whenever. And because I don't have an external time pressure, it's like, oh, I have all this free time to do things. If I can just do it later. But then later comes, and then I haven't really done. Then I get my day started later, and yeah. Yeah, I think I just need some external time pressures. That would definitely help me. What is that screen time app? Opal? Interesting. Let's go search. Little searchy search. What is that? Achieve screen time control with the world's most loved screen time app. Opal has saved humanity 120 million hours from less screen time. Wow. Interesting. I will have to take a look at that. Hello, the Mad Artist Gamer. Welcome to the stream. We are doing an illustration of the interior of an ice cream shop. Almost finished with the line work. So we'll be moving on to coloring quite soon. I just need to clean up the characters and we can get started. I'll definitely take a more in-depth look at Opal because that might just be what I need. Because I have an Apple phone, so I'm able to set screen time limits, but because I'm not a child, I set the screen time limits myself, so then it's like a soft lock. Where it's like, oh, do you want 15 more minutes? Yeah, I want 15 more minutes, and then you keep doing that, and it's counterproductive. I need a hard lock to be like, hey, you've already spent 2 hours doing this today. It's no longer an option. Do something else. And that would be great. That is much needed. What is your biggest pet peeve with digital art? That is a good question. Biggest pet peeve? thought about it too much. Pet peeve for it would be how uh huh. You've stumped me a little bit on this because I guess I haven't really thought too much about it. I've worked digitally since regularly since I was 2018. So that was about 6 years ago, yes. And I guess I could start where I like it, and then I could move into something I dislike about it, if I think about it in that way. I do like the texture from paper that you get from just drawing traditionally. That's pretty nice, and that's one of the things that slightly bugged me is how smooth it can be to draw on a screen surface. And I know there's things you can put onto your tablet to make it more paper-like. I just don't want to do that because it wears down your nibs more. It's not truly necessary. It's just something I noticed that with paper. There's also the issue with digital art where you can like infinitely edit it, which is nice, but then also sometimes you just need to finish an artwork and let it be how it is. There's a certain spontaneity to traditional artwork that is sometimes missed with digital art. Like with watercolor, you're not really in control when you're doing watercolor. It's more along, you're putting things where you want them to be and seeing how the water feels about it, and then on the go changing how you approach the art piece depending on how the water reacted to your request. So that's certainly fun. And blending is much better with traditional artwork. Digital artwork, you can do blending, but I don't find it as satisfying. Like, one of my favorite mediums to blend with is oil paint, just because I find acrylic paint annoying with how quickly it dries. So then it doesn't really give you much time to blend the colors together. You kind of have to mix and then paint. But with oil paint, you can kind of just blend on the canvas. And I find that really nice. It's good for water effects. Yeah, if I'm working with acrylic, I will usually use a medium of some sort to thin the paint, to one, get it to slow down in its drying process, and then two, I like to paint indirectly. I think it's a mixture between me finding it fun to build up the layers, and it's kind of like watercolor in that sense, and then also I feel bad using so much paint painting directly. I guess I should explain what painting indirectly and directly mean. So directly is when you mix a color and you don't mix water or any other medium into it, and it is straight that color. You will paint it and nothing shows through. It's very opaque. And then painting indirectly is when you mix a medium into it to thin it out, so that when you're building your colors, that's what it is. You're building it. You're layering things and slowly building up the color through the layers. If you look at really old it's like some traditional Renaissance paintings, you'll notice how some of them have this nice glow to them. That's because they were worked in indirectly in layers. And when you work in layers, you can help make things see through and have the underpainting shine through, where you can get a nice lumosity with it. So I like working indirectly. And you can't really do that digitally, so I guess that would be another thing that makes me not annoyed, but it's certainly a disadvantage when doing digital art. Yeah. Yeah. The Apple Pencil was expensive enough. I don't need to replace the nibs in like I draw a lot. I would have to replace those nibs a lot. Mine's will just deal with the slight annoyance that comes from slippery surface. I was thinking this process was going to be a bit quicker than it turned out being. That's alright. Just be in it for maybe not the long haul, but be patient. Do things right to make sure they look good. Might end up painting over some of these lines. I like to do that with lighting effects. Draw over the liner with a slightly lighter color that it's associated to. For example, if I was drawing with a red, then I would line it with a pink towards the light source, so then the light source is more effective. You'll see what I mean when we get over there, but I like coloring over the liner. So I might be able to, on the go, fix some of the lines in the tight sketch / line art. Sure, some of these characters more neat than others. I'm really liking this next section of music I'm writing. It's unique with some tweaks of the chords. It will be good. Ooh. Do you have a theme for it, or is the song that you're working on just... Are you basing it off of anything? Anything I would recognize? Or is this... Might be another niche joke. Because you do like putting humor into your music pieces. Same piece themed on rain. Got it. Okay. How's it looking? I think I just need to clean up the granddaughter. I think then we can move on to the color. Fantastic. I think it'll just be normal daytime lighting, because I don't can't imagine that. Do I need to make her smaller? I feel like I made her bigger. I feel like I need to make her smaller. Maybe she's fine? It just feels like her arm's too big. I think that's my main issues. Her arm feels like it's a bit too long. Let's mess around with this hand a bit. This is one of the benefits with digital art. You don't need to grab a light table and draw over top of something or cut it out, or there's multiple ways you can do transform tool in traditional art, but digital art does make it easier to do edits to your work. This hand looks kind of funny. What you doing over here? Looking slightly strange. I think that's better. Probably. Alright. Is this glass symmetrical? It is not. Is that okay? Yes. Definitely. Absolutely. Okay, just need to clean up this. I think we'll be ready. Fantastic. Right here. Sometimes I forget where. I'll just be going along the steps, and I'll think I'm almost done, but then I run into a new step. And remember, oh, yeah, wait, I have to do that too. Not just this. We also have this thing to do. Gotta fix her hair. And then once we fix her hair, we have to fix her skirt. And just... The cycle is continuous and endless. Were you able to watch Wildlife? What were your thoughts about it? Wildlife. Oh, that, yes. I haven't been able to finish watching it yet. But I greatly enjoyed the first episode, so I know I'll definitely enjoy the rest of them. I just need to get around to actually watching it. I'm making an animatic based on the first episode Sub 1 Club. So, whopping 5 minutes long. It's gonna be great once I finish it. It'll be so silly. Round and round we go. When it stops, nobody knows. I think we're good. Nope. Okay. Is that good? Are we good? Can we move on to coloring? Please? Yes? Please? I think we, yes, I think we can move on to the coloring. Fantastic! Huzzah! It's only taken us, what, 3-4 weeks to get to this point? I'm thinking 3. Because I think the Animal Mafia was 2 weeks ago. Fantastic! We are winning! I think we'll do the background first. Which means now we need to set a color palette. Fantastic! Okay, what do we do? Definitely warm tones. Maybe lean into the blue and pinks. And then I'm thinking of wood for the counter, because, you know, I drew the wood grain and whatnot. I think it's pretty intuitive. It'll all come together. It'll be good. Could start with underpainting. Make this multiply. So we have a warmer tone to things. And yeah, okay. Floor, should that be wood or should that be like an linoleum? Choices. I have so many options. Let's go over to Pinterest real fast to look at my references to see what kind of
What happened?
Don't mind this. It happens every time. Okay. References. What kind of flooring did the other stores have? This diner has an interesting diamond pattern to the, like a circle diamond pattern. That could be interesting. This one has a mosaic kind of floor. Ooh, that might work. I think the general consensus, the general layout for these is some sort of tile. Tile or wood. Oh, this one's just straight up concrete. I think I want something slightly warmer than that, so I might go with the mosaic tile. Do I want to do that though? That might be a lot to color. These guys have wood. I think. I don't know, that's kind of hard to... Yeah, they have wood. Options. What do you guys think? Wood or linoleum tile? Marble? Marble might be a little bit slippery. I don't know if I want to do marble. I'm leaning towards the tile. Because tile can be exciting without being demanding in its presence. That is a good question. I could show you. Okay. Let me grab it. Where's the Chrome pin page? Okay. Over there. and I can show you what kind of tile I'm thinking. So there's this kind of tile option. That might be a bit too busy because it might draw attention away from the actual, but maybe something kind of like this. That could be fun. Bright pink steel. Absolutely not. What the heck are you on? What do you mean? Bright pink steel. That is horrifying. That's a slip hazard. What the heck is Fent? I'm scared to search it up because. No! Oh. What? No! Fence. Blue chain link fence. Okay, that makes a touch bit more sense, maybe? It's what? Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the mosaic tile. I think that's what I want to go for. For the... I don't know if you're being very helpful. Well, I'll start doodling the mosaic tile, and you can let me know if that's in a touch bit, if that's the vibes we have going on. Somehow I don't think they are. Well, not the blue chain link fence, at least. What about beige with green pattern? Green pattern might work. I don't know if maybe it'll fit the color scheme. We'll try it out. Make sure the tile's on a different layer. I'm gonna do this loosely because if I put too much intention into it, it's going to take a while. And it'll be too detailed, and we don't want too detailed. Might have to hone in a touch bit more than this. Mosaics are pretty nice. At some point, once I finish the other project idea I have, that one includes bending a PVC pipe. The word gravy boat on repeat. No! No! Carpet on the floor! No! Absolutely awful. Do you know how bad it is to sweep carpet? So bad. What if there was a spill? It's an ice cream shop with soda. Soda and carpet do not mix, especially when you have children. I need serious ideas. I can't. Carpet? I've seen exactly one kitchen in my life that has had carpet for the flooring, and it's just as cursed as you would think it would be. I don't know why anyone would put a carpet in the kitchen. Absolutely cursed. No. No. I refuse. What do you mean carpet for everything? That's just a bacteria hazard waiting to happen. I don't know about you, but I do not enjoy the idea of mopping a carpet. I guess you would have to get a carpet cleaner, but at that point, if you need a carpet cleaner to clean the kitchen carpet, what are you doing with your life? I'm thinking slight green. I just need to stop feeding into your idea, because I'm just feeding into it is making you consider it. You know it's wrong. I don't need to tell you it's wrong. You know it's wrong. And you suggesting otherwise is just insulting. This is the right amount of looseness. Still enough to insinuate a pattern, but not so much that it draws your eyes away from the characters. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I say that's pretty nice. Hello, welcome to Rusty Nails. I read the... Welcome to the stream. Striking is being chaotic as always. You know this. He's suggesting rusty nails for the floor, cause apparently that's the thing to do. I don't know. I certainly don't want tetanus, but do you, Striking? You're suggesting it, so I'm thinking you do. We're just trying to come up with a color scheme for the background and the characters, but we're focusing on the background. And Striking's giving odd suggestions. I'm kind of scared. You were talking about the ice cream flavor. Do I want to know what kind of ice cream flavor? Rusty nails for the ice cream flavor, because I still think that's a health hazard. I think it would be even a worse health hazard, actually. Please explain yourself. I want to know your thought process. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't want it. Maybe I don't want to know your thought process. Because if I know your thought process, then I have to... I don't know what I would have to do, but I would have to do something. Oh, of course. Ate a bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk. That just sounds like torture. I'm sorry. Not perhaps my idea of a good time. Why? It sounds painful and non-nutritious. I'm sure it can give you a lot of iron, but is there any point beyond that? It just sounds like a big pain to me. I'm doing good today. And if you're wondering what is happening, Striking has decided to be a menace to society. It happens sometimes. It's probably made worse because I'm giving attention to the idea. Where did I save the building? Because if I can know where the building is, I can pick out the correct color blue. Ooh. I've been doing VR recently. That sounds like a good time. What kind of games are you playing? Stuff like Restaurant Simulator? Are you trying to build sandwiches? I've heard it's very silly trying to build sandwiches. VR chat, I see. I've watched a couple fun videos where someone decided they were doing like full body VR chat and they have a yoga ball and the other people don't quite know this, and it's very silly watching them freak out a little bit because this guy's doing weird things. Do I like where the colors are going? I do not know. It's been a bit since I've watched those videos. I don't know if I'd be able to find that for you, Corbin. I don't know if I like these colors. I feel like it's very bright, and that's not bad. Just, I don't know if... A lot of the ice cream shops I've been looking at are very moody. Ooh, maybe I just need like a little board. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. We can fix this. We have the technology. You are dancing now. Are you the dancing queen? Only 17. Ready to dance the night away? I know that's not the rest of the lyrics, but... I think we need to embrace birchwood into our lives. Something light and yellowish tinge. Bring a nice warm tone in here. Because it's very... It's very something. Can just inverse that, and then we can have a pink striped line. I think this is going wonderfully. I like this new plane of action. It's great. We were just missing a bit of color is all. That's all. Are you just having a revelation over there? I'm sorry if I burst your bubble. Maybe it was only a name revealed to me. Maybe you didn't reveal to anyone else your actual name to the public. I don't know what to tell you then, bro. He's just been here vibing. Would the beat board be on the inside? Maybe not. However, I don't know if there was any other way to show it. So we're gonna do it here. That'll be great. It can look like my bathroom. Fantastic. Now if I ever need a reference, I can just go into my bathroom and look at how my dad designed the wood on the wall. Great. This is a good plan. Why is this light so odd? Is it because it's not completely filled? Maybe. I did lower the fill on it so it'd be a little bit lighter. Maybe I told you this story, Corbin, but like, my dad asked me, like, I was talking to my dad, I was like, oh, dang, this bathroom's just completely white. We need to do, like, a renovate. Like, we need to change it out. It needs to be different. It's not very exciting looking. So, I was talking about it, and I was planning on working on it and doing it, or whatnot. Or at least painting it. And then I got home from college one day. I think it was either for Christmas break or Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving. And my dad was very excited. He's like, hey, Alyssa, have you seen the bathroom yet? And I was like, what do you mean the bathroom? I flipped on the light and it was completely different. He just did the whole entire bathroom while I was gone. And I was like, oh, thank you. It looks so nice. I was very happy with it. Very happy that it looked different because it needed it. The only interesting thing on the wall was a Lion King portrait. There was nothing else. It was, excuse me. It was a not a very exciting wall. So I'm glad it's different now. Helps make things look just a whole new bathroom. What kind of signs did I have? Do not know. Oh, that's the one I was referencing. It was like a blackboard. I guess we'll see if that fits the aesthetics. Will gray clash with the color palette? We shall see. Can Alyssa draw a straight line? No. These questions and more after the break. There's no break. I'm just being silly. Okay. Definitely do a warmer gray. I'll be pushing it into brown. Definitely more brown. even more brown. Yes. Is this the famous teeth brushing bathroom? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's famous. I just brushed my teeth there, and you just happen to be, I don't know, being subjected to the noise of me brushing my teeth. Yet, I don't know if it's famous. I guess it's only famous if you categorize it that way. Are you categorizing it as famous? And I was thinking I was going to be able to finish this illustration today. I don't know if I don't know if I can. But I named the stream after finishing the illustration. So I want to deliver on the idea. But I don't know, maybe I thought I was going to be able to do this quicker than I am. I think we need pink for the counters. And then I guess we'll just continue with the birch wood. Maybe I should do a darker wood. I'll test out the birch wood first and then go from there. Well, Corbin, you said you liked my, the noises from my dish when I was washing the dishes. So how's brushing my teeth any different? I was under the impression that you liked the sound of the garbage disposal. So I can't imagine that being worse than me brushing my teeth. In fact, I refuse to believe that brushing my teeth is the worst noise in comparison. Bragging, sure. We were bragging about this, I see. Um, how's it already been an hour and a half? Doesn't it doesn't feel like I spent so long working on fixing up the sketch that I didn't. It's okay. These things happen. Sometimes things take longer than you expect, and that's okay. Doing good work sometimes takes time, and it's worth it. Some picture frames for the wall. Make things more exciting. You didn't see it, but I accidentally clicked and moved the picture. That's not fun. The soda station is silver, at least in my reference photo, but I don't know if that's gonna clash with the color scheme we're setting here. It might. Maybe I could go for, I don't know if gold would work, or bronze. It might just have to be silver, because I don't think any other color of metal would work. Definitely not copper. Maybe copper? Are you guys just having a little argument over cooler? And I'll have you know, you're not the only people here. There's 5 people here. You're just 2 of them. Everyone else is just chilling. It's a bit too gray. Yeah, this story is going to be very warm toned, I'm thinking. I don't think we're going to be terribly worried about being too clean with this illustration either. That's fine. Little shelf right here for the different cones and whatnot. Yeah, I think I overestimated how quickly I could do the background. Because the background's a touch bit more complicated than first anticipated. Do I want black for the back counter? That's the real question. That would be a good contrast, at least. Yeah, we'll stick with that. It just came back. What did I miss? Currently coloring the background. They're bragging about being, or at least Corbin's bragging about being able to hear me brush my teeth. You know, just normal things. For anyone who is confused, Corbin is my friend that I talk to at least once a week. And I'll just get ready for the day and while conversing with him, so then he'll hear me brushing my teeth. I assume the honor isn't that great. Why would it be that great? I can't imagine it would be terribly exciting hearing teeth brushing noises. Well, if I ever need a break from this, we can always move over to doodling. Doodling the animal mafia. Might be getting to that point. It's a very complicated illustration. Jeez. Just want to get an idea for the composition for coloring. Yeah, we might move over to the animal mafia. Finish this next week. I guess the title for next week will have to be completing. Oh, wait. I don't think we're gonna do stream next week. What is next week Wednesday? Because I'm thinking next week Wednesday is the 25th. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, so next week is the 25th. So, no stream next week, because I'm going places and doing things. So, I think we'll just do this next stream on January 1st. I don't think that, maybe I'd have a couple people. I don't think many people would be even able to join on the 25th. Barring any of my own obligations. I say obligations. I have plans, not obligations. A party to go to and a secret Santa to participate in. All the fun stuff. Do you guys have any plans for Christmas or the holidays? Doing anything fun and exciting? Yeah, I definitely need to have a couple picture frames on the wall over here. It'll help fill up the rest of the space. I could draw those in right now. For me, it would be a 50-50, fun. Ooh, yes. Good. I'm glad you get to hang out with your cousins. I bet that will be a good time. How dark do I have the background color? Evidently... the picture. The line art, not really. really that dark. Might be making some Christmas cookies soon. Those are going to be super tasty. And I will do my best not to be a fiend of the cookies and eat them at a normal rate. Just be a casual cookie enjoyer rather than... Well, I don't eat them all because that would be rude, but definitely eat a good bunch of them. I'll have to figure out what to put in these picture frames later. Would it be picture? I could have it, because in my hometown, there's a local softball team that gets sponsored by businesses in the area. So if I could have like little photos of softball teams on the walls. That would be cute. Just be sponsored by an ice cream shop. Because I know our local Dairy Queen sponsored some of the softball leagues in the area. Alright, I think we've done a good amount of progress this week for what we've worked on. I think we should move on to doodling. Can do some doodle requests for the last bit of the stream. We'll finish this next week. Or, not next week. January 1st. We'll finish this January 1st. We're resetting the window and get this back to looking like normal. Okay. Yeah, the spacing's not great. Let me change that. Let me fix that. It's pretty close. Okay. Just fixing things. There we go. We'll doodle some little guys. The line art color that we were working in before, and I will take some doodle requests if you guys have any. If not, I'll just draw some random things. But if you have an idea in mind, like, for example, we have been making an animal mafia, so if you have an animal request for the animal mafia, we can definitely do that. A praying mantis with a fedora. Fantastic. Alright. I can definitely draw him a praying mantis. So, me and my friend Kira, we have been world building together for a combined universe she's working on a story, and we are also working on another story called Read on Rose, and we thought it'd be really fun if those two stories had a connecting universe. And, the Animal Mafia is a part of that, just because I thought it'd be a fun, silly thing to include. Currently looking up a picture of a mantis. Now, do you have a specific type of mantis you're thinking of? Because there's a lot of different types of mantis. We could do an orchid mantis, we could do a very classic mantis. There's this orange-red one over here. I think they're mostly all the same, but some of them have a bit of a different shape to them, like the orchid mantis. Oh. That's a creepy looking mantis. Oh jeez. Some of these guys are... Some of them are cute and some of them are absolutely horrifying. I think they're mostly just horrifying. I think I'll go for the classic green one. Just cover our bases. There we go. See, we're on the same page here. You want a simple mantis? I'm drawing a simple mantis. It's great. Alright. I guess we get to test my hat drawing skills again. I feel like a mantis would probably be an intelligence officer of some sort. But in the universe that me and Kira have been creating, I think bugs are one of those... I think bugs are one of the animals that just don't have consciousness like the other ones do. So I'm thinking it would just be a mascot for the mafia. Or maybe it can be like a... I don't know if it could be like a service dog kind of situation. Or just a working dog. You can train him to do reconnaissance? No, that's not the word. Field work research? Words. I'll remember it at some point. Train to work. You'd have to be careful with the female mantis, though. Well, actually, maybe you don't. I think you would want a female mantis opposed to a male mantis, because if those guys try and find a mate on the field, they're over. They're done for. They're dead. If you're training a working dog, you don't necessarily want it to be taken out by a... Wouldn't want it to be taken out by a... in the field and eaten alive. Love that for them. Mantis reproduction, I'm thinking, is a little bit odd. Just a touch bit. Just get eaten. It's not a great situation to be in. How's this looking on the screen? You know, I don't think my video is on time. I think the chat is, though. You can see 7 baby fish. How? Where are the baby fish? Where? Are they on your desk, or are you talking about something else? They have skinny legs. Scooch this guy over a bit, make him a touch bit smaller, and we'll move on to the next doodle. What was the next one? A hamster with a wizard hat and a rusty nail for a knife. I don't know how that would fit in with the animal mafia. Well, I can definitely draw the hamster. Alright, what kind of hamster are we thinking? This one's pretty cute. I'll go with this guy. They just have round heads. Round bodies. Shape, what shape? I mean, they have shape, but like, no definitive lines, just squish. Their head's so big too. What a guy. There's many thoughts in this guy's mind. What would his job be? Maybe he can work with the mantis and collecting data and reports? Maybe? Need to add a little dot of white so it doesn't look like he's staring into people's souls. There we go. A golf hat? I could do a golf hat. Just need to quickly research what a golf hat looks like again. Is it like a visor, or are you thinking something else? I'll just search up golfing men. Or I guess maybe I would just search up golf hat and it would pop up. What shape? Some shape. Oh, I see. Old man hat. Okay. Yeah, I could do the old man hat. Old man hat. Perfect. The flat cap. He's a little lad. Cute. You know, I'm thinking his role in the... I think his role in the company will be pretending to be a little lad. No one pays attention to the children. No one expects them to actually be paying attention. So if you can pretend to be a child and then overhear all of the... He's there for like street information, just passing out newspapers and doing things, and no one ever pays attention to him in a significant way because children just hang around and have nothing to do, and he kind of has a job, but not really, because who buys the newspaper from the side street corner? Not many. so he hears all of the sweet gossip and no one suspects a thing. Hello, welcome. We are doing animal doodles, and if you have a request for an animal you want to be drawn, feel free to let me know. We are being very silly and expanding our animal mafia. Hamster, yes, he's a very good hamster. Alright, I think the next request was a snake. Sneaky snake. We could make him a little tie. It would be great. Now, what kind of snake are we thinking? Just search up snake and see what we get. Oh. You know how some snakes look like they have a mustache? We're doing that. We're doing that. He's gonna have a little mustache, and I think a bow tie, and anything else. Yes. You will be majestic. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I've drawn many of snakes before. Guess we're fixing that today. Draw some snakes. Just a little lad. Now, what would his role be? What would his role be in the mafia? I'm not quite sure. Maybe him and the hamster have a two-person act? I don't know if he could pull... I mean, he, in my personal opinion, looks very innocent and very cute and whatnot, but others may not agree. It's just a cute little guy. Just a little man. I think I'll give him a little bow tie. Maybe he's a treasurer. Handles finances. Though I feel like I already have a treasurer. How does he tie a bow tie? Well, someone helps him out. That, or maybe he just wiggles into it every morning. Like he doesn't untie it, he just tightens it, maybe? I feel like he might still need to get some help. Or maybe it's a clip-on tie. Bow tie. That might make a bit more sense. Two capybaras in a trench coat with a fishbowl as a head and with a fish. Well, we can't overdo the in a trench coat idea, because we already have the rabbits in the trench coat. And they might not like it if the capybaras were cramping on their style over here. Alright. Could be a Hawaiian shirt. Alright. Good. Capybaras. We always need more secret agents. How does one spell capybara? I'll just spell it really bad. Somehow that worked. I am winning. What little goddess? Awesome. Okay. These I'm drawing more realistically than others, but that's fine. Everyone's part of the mafia if you think about it enough, maybe? I don't know. They're participating. Maybe I should start drawing these in style for the universe, but I don't know. I'm having fun just doing animal studies. And how is their body? What is their body? It's just rectangle. Okay. So I'm not drawing this rectangular enough. I'm in a palm tree. Well, wearing palm tree. He is ready to fool the public into thinking he is just a normal vacation goer. There's different divisions of the mafia. Some of them live in a more tropical area, others gain intel from the city. It's a very classy affair. Maybe not classy. A well-organized affair. There we go. I'm thinking 2 more requests, and then I think I'll be done for the night. Scooch this guy over, and we'll do 2 more. Dennis Nedry? Who's Dennis Nedry? Okay. Yeah, or are you just thinking that's the vibes? Were you thinking, were you wanting that as a doodle request, or were you just thinking that was the vibes of the man? Of the capybara. Okay, okay. Do we have 2 more requests for your drawing? you made a request yet? Let me see. Maybe, did you request this mantis? Requested the mantis. No, that was Greg. I think it's Crow's turn if they want to make a doodle request. Oh, you did Snake? Okay. I just did Corbin's. If there's anyone who hasn't made a doodle request yet, has been, and maybe not so active in the chat, feel like type out if you have any requests. If not, then I just did the snakes. I guess we could do another snake if you wanted to. Ignore Godfather Rat. Huh? Godfather Rat. That could be interesting. little fancy rat. Could do a fancy rat. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a curly-haired rat before. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Yeah, I could do a hedgehog. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that would be very cute. We can do a hedgehog. I'm gonna guess that you made the request based on your name. What do I know about Sonic? All I know is in the cartoons, he's a very sassy little lad, and I don't remember which of the Sonic cartoons. I think it's which one? I think it was the cartoon where he was wearing a bandana. He was like very sassy in that one. That's all I know about him. I mean, I guess I would also know him from one of the games, like, you know how Sonic and Mario had, like, actually I know a decent amount of Sonic, just based on, like, at least, because I took a video game history class, so I heard about, like, Sonic's founding in the sense of company-wise. He was created as it's like a competing character mascot for Mario, which makes it really funny that later the two companies had some combined games together, like Mario and Sonic at versus or at the Olympic Games, because they have those. So I had was it the London Olympics? I had the Winter Olympics for the Wii U. So I know him from that. Yeah, I went to a art college, and one of my professors, it's not like a well-studied history, but it is important to understand because the influence of video games also helped with the development of computers. So if you study video game history, you'll see how some big companies came together. And it's a big media influence. It'd be silly if you didn't study it at all. Yeah. Class was pretty fun. It was like one of the few classes where, like, I didn't take a whole bunch of notes in it. Maybe I should have taken more, but, like, it was one of those classes where you could just kind of listen to it and understand what she was talking about, because, I don't know, just studied. Like, if you play enough video games, you kind of get a sense of the different types of video games. And she would try and make it fun too, make it interactive. She was one of my favorite history professors. Actually, scratch that. She was my favorite. She is one of my favorite history professors. Just made it fun, interactive, and enjoyable to learn about. I can't remember the name of the game, but there was one game where it was essentially hosted on the creators, the programmers' school server, and they weren't supposed to do that, and it was very silly. I graduated. Yeah, I graduated college this year, so now I'm a full-on working adult. Mostly. Currently working freelance at the moment. I have a job creating a picture book for a guy, and I also am working with another lady who is with making children workbooks, like emotion, like helping kids process their emotions and how to deal with them. So that those are the two main projects I've been working on. I'm hoping I'll have another job soon. I'm just waiting for the lady to get back to me on that. And hopefully then I'll have something that will be creating a external schedule. Because I do really think I need that in my life. Alright, I think that is it for the hedgehog. If anyone else has a little doodle request, we'll make this the last one. You hate piano sometimes. Yeah, don't you have a love-hate relationship with that piano class of yours? It's like a challenge, so it feeds your little ADHD brain, but then also it Piano hard. At least I assume it's hard. I haven't done much piano work. Most I've done with the piano is messing around with the keys at the local church and just trying to play something but not really knowing what I'm doing. Yeah. Alright, if no one else has a suggestion for an animal, I'll come up with one. What else could we do? Oh, have you guys ever heard of a pika? It's the cutest little thing. It's like a mountain mouse. It's so cute. Search up a pika right now. Look up a pika. They're from Colorado, and they're essentially just mountain mice. Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they? I don't know what it is about all of the pictures I see of them, but they're always carrying a whole bunch of flowers or leaves or something. I don't know. They're just so cute. Adorable little fluffy guys. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do a pika. I remember on a trip over to Colorado, my dad tried to convince me that the reason why they named Pikachu after a pika, I think that was mostly just a dad joke. I'm pretty sure that's not how they came across the name. Why do you have such big ears, sir? What do you hear? Do you hear everything? I don't know if I'm doing him justice, but I just love him so much. If I'm thinking about the ranking, I'm thinking this guy is like my third favorite animal. First favorite would be rabbits, because I don't think I could ever replace them as my favorite. And then red pandas, and then I think pikas. Oh good. I'm glad you approve of the hedgehog. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing him justice here. It's how it goes. When something's your favorite, you put too much pressure into it. So then you have an expectation on how you want it to look. And because you have an expectation on how it's gonna look, then you want it to be better. Because you put such a high expectation on yourself, it's not going to look as good as you want it to. Because you're building it up in your head. That's why I feel like I'm so good at drawing, like, people, but then I try and draw someone that I know. And suddenly that's a whole different ball game. I know them. I know how they look. And I'm trying to draw them as accurately as I can. Something's different. Didn't capture something. And it's not looking the way I want it to. But I think I'm getting there. Maybe we'll do gesture practice next time for character request for the doodles. Went live. Ooh. Mayhaps I'll join her stream. Who knows? Pretty much done with this Pika. The adorable little guy. He has a bounty of flowers. What a guy. Yeah, I think that is it for me today. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It was a lovely time. And I hope whatever you do after this is also a good time. Whether that's sleeping or joining someone else's stream. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Well, I will see you guys January 1st. And you have a good rest of your day.